with the Henry Boy thing, confusion, mass burning, broken up. You got Essequibo. Yes, sir. When you look at communities that associate with the PNC, right away you watch and say, oh God. You understand? So you could see from that what is offered by the PNC. The PNC does not offer progress. And people don't know that. Nobody pays attention to that. There are communities, there are Indian communities that have Bel Air Park has a stain. Predominantly wealthy communities also has a stain. And then Lusignan has a stain because freedom fighters that the PNC associate themselves with went into Lusignan and murdered residents of Lusignan, women, men and children. Bartica has a stain. No, Bartica has a stain because freedom fighters associated with the PNC went into Bartica and murdered Barticians. Yes, I'm telling you. So if not directly stained by the PNC, as a result of the PNC's modus operandi, they taint you. If they stain you, they taint you. Right? So we listen to a recording and you want to know how can they be so screwed up. And you listen to the conversation of PNC politicians. You listen as to what their mindset is about, what their mindset gives to. And then you'll understand why the PNC is what it is. Right? It's not a race thing. In this case with you, because it's two Indians talking to a black politician, all of which are PNC. But when you are Indian and you join the PNC is so fractured, right? Is that you have to be fractured to fit in. The PNC is so shattered. Is to fit in before you look perfect. You understand? They gotta destroy you to make you in the PNC. You have to destroy yourself. You have to destroy your integrity. You have to basically destroy your being to be a part of the PNC. That's what the PNC is and what's it about. Because look, you have people like Rickford Jerk carrying on and nobody has the ability to rein them in. They said Jagdeo pulling the strings for the PPP. But they got one man that disciplines everybody and say, here, this is what's going on. Is Jagdeo pulling the strings for the PPP? Or does the PPP have a good structure that everybody is willing to conform to? That is the question has to be asked. Is Jagdeo running the PPP with an iron fist? Or the members of the PPP show a willingness to conform to rules and regulations? While the PNC seems everybody going crazy. We will listen to some audio that was recently leaked. Everybody sending it to me this morning. And I put it together and I said, my God. My God. What is this? Right? You gotta listen to this. And we will have a discussion after that. You guys could call me on 622-7740. Let's have a discussion on this. What's your take? I'm giving my take. You know, I don't mince words and yes. So listen to this.
Yeah, touch up.
Yeah, let him attach both.
So I'll tell you the voices that you're hearing. So the voices are of Mussolini.
It's a lot to process because let me tell you something.
You're hearing the voices of Mussolini, the treasurer of the PNC, or former treasurer of the PNC. He recently resigned as treasurer. You're listening to the voice of Roysdale Ford, who I think is a member of parliament and an executive member of the PNC. And you're listening to Ganesh Maipal, who is member of parliament and also a member of the PNC, and the treasurer former treasurer. And I can tell you off the bat, this is not somebody who actually say he coming for attack on the program, the Freddie Kissoon program. He did not come. You understand? There's a young, vindictive person. That's how I see him. But let his words speak for himself. Yes, he talking for himself. This is his voice, right? And this tells you and helps you to understand the dynamics, right? He resigned, he resigned, and this is what is behind it. And I'll identify the issues in this recording. I don't know how this recording was leaked, but I listened to it.
We're all guardians of the PNC, and for us to let it go down the road as it is going down, I think repercussion will be serious. I just stand up and relax, just like Harman.
But when you sign these 30 blank checks for years, when you would have signed the 30 blank checks?
Yo! For example, I've been called to Congress many times to sign checks, blank checks that I don't know what is being written on them, and I just put my signature because I told you, Marcelin just come and sign checks. You're being ordered to sign checks. I can't deal with it anymore.
So in fairness, what you're listening to is Roysdale Ford trying to get an understanding of what's going on. So every time you gotta beat up on everybody, the facts are what they are. The PNC is fractured, it's damaged. I am convinced they're no good for this country, but someday in the near future, we're all human beings, we're susceptible to change. This is how I feel of the PNC now. I don't know. You understand? I don't know what they will be or what they can transform themselves into in the near future. But let's listen.
So these 30 checks is 30 checks.
This is the voice of Roysdale Ford.
Not 30 checks one time.
No, yes, I signed 25. One time I signed 25 checks on the dot, and eventually I forgot how to sign. I'm jokingly I'm saying this because the amount of checks I had to blank checks I had to sign. I want to know what's up. And when I ask the question, what's up, I've been told just sign the checks.
Only in the PNC, practice doesn't make perfect, because he's signing, and as he sign, he ain't get better, he get worse. So Morcellini signing, and I know practice makes perfect. So Morcellini signed till he forget. He didn't get better, he got worse. That is how the PNC could get you.
Shut up. Literally, I've been told that. Who told you to sign the checks and shut up?
That's the voice of Ganesh, my Paul.
Simply was like, come and sign the checks, and just that's all we have to do for you. That's all we have for you. Just come and sign checks. So literally, that's like, come and sign checks in limit, or just come and sign checks, and that's all we get for you.
And you told the leader about these blank checks?
Huh?
You told the leader about this?
When I want to have a one-on-one on the leader is either occupied, or he asks or you're dead, now you come back alive. He was like that to me the last time I was there at Congress Place.
No, I could confirm that Aubrey Norton unknowingly doesn't have the right leadership composition because of his dismissive method. Now imagine they're not in power, and their own people, the treasurer, the man that affords Aubrey Norton the opportunity to have access to money, can't get to him. This is what the treasurer is saying. You can't sit down on a daily basis. I have to sit down with my engineers. I have to sit down with the managers of different businesses that I have to find out what is going on and how can we move forward. So Aubrey Norton continue to show his incapability of being a proper manager. He can't manage a party. All he does right now, and he's vying, his position as opposition leader is vying for the position of presidency to run a country. Aubrey Norton is incapable of doing that. That is a matter of fact. And I said that when he came to the reception and the interview and he was talking, at times he was backing me. You understand? I'm looking at him and I'm thinking, this guy does not know when he is in the realm of power. He does not know that certain people could be offended by small things, and their constant attacks would denigrate or destroy your career. That's why you gotta know who you're talking to, who you offend. You understand? Be very aware of who you offend. So if you look and listen, I spoke of this before. Mussolini is saying, now how do you motivate your team? If your team can't reach you, if your team spirit is broke, how do you motivate your team? In the morning, I talk to this is it. You understand? This is it. This is what I expect. What are we doing today? A positivity. For you to grow, you have to meet your team. People have different issues, different days. You have to meet your team or teams on a daily basis and make them aware. When I learned that, this is something that I recently learned. Because the CEO of TBN said, boss, I want to know that you got my back. We have these discussions. And I was thinking, isn't it evident that I got your back? Isn't it evident? In my mind, I'm thinking, but it was not evident. You have to make it evident on a daily basis. You understand? So listen out, this thing is 19 minutes of them talking.
I can't accept this anymore as a businessman, as a leader in my community. I would never take bullyism in such a way, man.
So you were telling me about the audit. You wanted some audit done, and he didn't want you to do the audit.
He said he will deal with it. As leader, he will deal with it. Like, that's not my issue to deal with. I said, well, fair enough. And then I wrote him a letter. I have the letter in my email stating that because Valda Lawrence is the auditor and she's an accountant or whatever / whatever, we could use her to audit the party because it will be I know it will be conflict of interest, but if someone is an audit in your party, someone is a professional auditor, use them and they will charge you less, plus they will have...
Hello, good morning. Hello? Yes, how can I help you, brother?
Oh, it's kind of just I'm actually a great person.
Yeah, let me call you back on. Or then he makes us something. Yes.
Example, use a lie in the party. We use you to fight the party business. We're giving you the money to do legal fees.
I don't get no money. So me money, I ain't get no money from them. Zero, ever. Right?
For Risedale 4, let's clear Risedale 4 works.
Which that ought not to be, because people get in and your own comrades, you should be a stick in the ass. You know?
But Fiaz, you were obviously close to the man from where you stood, from where I stand.
Yes.
You think the party has recovered in any way out of this man?
No, it hasn't recovered in any way. I spoke to Aubrey many times as newly elected treasurer. I said, comrade leader, we need to go out and have finance. We need to make the party self-sufficient. We have plans on having a gas station be built since in Stanley. Meantime, the blueprint is there. Let us go and access some money somewhere. NAR is willing to help us. The England PNCR group is willing to come on board and help us. And the man, he literally passed it from one east to the next. You understand?
You see, I understand what you're saying, but yeah. You see, I want to raise the issue about these blank checks. So he must be aware that you're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
You think he don't know?
And what gets me upset, Risedale, is when Gordon Mosley issued a news bulletin that Gita Chandan Edmund resigned and the treasurer resigned. He said in the last part of his media reporting is that reports have arisen in the party that the treasurer and the general secretary couldn't up to the task. That's why they resigned. What the fuck is that, man?
That is what he said, Ganesh.
And that's not part of what he said. It's not the report that coming from the top.
Huh?
I will read it back. I can't recall.
He's saying that he's saying that he said that?
No, he said that senior members.
Y'all hearing this loud and clear?
That the treasurer and the
We're
general
just tearing
secretary
her ass here,
wasn't
bro.
like up to the task. Wasn't because that's why they resigned. So it can be he or somebody target.
But Fiaz, ask him one more time. This man know you sign these blank checks?
Obviously he's knowing because after my signature is he got to sign because the general secretary isn't available.
But Ganesh, the man
So the detailed story of Blank Check Norton has come out.
Huh? This man denied that he know nothing about this.
Yeah, he denied it. Listen, Ganesh, Gordon Lawrence isn't a part of the treasurer committee. She's not a part, she's just a CC and a member of parliament. And you know when we have to, when I think was in, I can't remember vividly, but was in May or June of this year, we had to make a bank account in GBTI or something like that. And you know she was a co-sign. When I asked, I said, how as well the name gonna sign here?
No, man. What is Mussolini asking? Valda sign on election documents. The PNC works like that. People just put their name places where it's supposed to be. You see, when you're accustomed and rigging is a part of your DNA, your fingers that start moving by itself, operating void of brain action. Right? The brain doesn't make any decision, but when you're accustomed to rigging, your fingers move like this. You understand? Just like that, you start signing. Valda is known to be signing all over the place. But Mussolini play like he never going on. But they play like they know Valda is sign. Valda, yes, sir. For all, you know, with these two signing, which she signing, she could have named signature for all, you know.
Anything in the party. Them said just in case if you know the treasurer, the general secretary isn't around. I said just in case. Man, I go get serious backlash. I tried that. You know why I resign? Because how can I go on more longer as treasurer signing blank checks and when the leadership or whoever change and the audits come, I have to give account to it. I have to give account to it. It's people money spending them and it's my money there, it's your money there. It's comrades' money there.
But Fiaz, right now, if anything is found wanting in these financial arrangements of the party, it will be you who will have to explain the way you can't explain.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. I have to explain why you even know about that. I explain. That's why it's being used. It's being bullied and used as a sign. Just sign them.
I think you should write a letter to the CEC, alerting them to what happened, and informing the members of the CEC.
I think that's the best thing to do, Fiaz. Well, I'm not so equipped at the moment, so somebody could write a letter and I could read it through if I could be helped with that.
So this is a conspiracy.
You know, for sign it, physically sign it, you can't email it, can it?
I could email it too.
Yeah. I'll explain to them.
But yes, we don't know the facts. It's you who know the facts. Yes, I know, but the thing is...
And it's very delicately says, we don't know the facts, you know the facts. Go, Marceline! Go! It's like a football team with three of them. Go, Mercy! Go! Give him a tap on his ass. You know the facts. Go, boy.
If that's true. If it comes to that.
So the PNC is only not only incapable, is not only incapable of PNC is not, if you jam me vehicle police, you would figure out today the real me. Because I don't know where you bolting going. You got no siren, I don't know where you bolting going. Yeah, I would pay for the damage on the spot. Yeah. So here now, the PNC is not only incapable of running the country. The PNC is incapable of running the PNC. Oh God, you gotta love them. These are the things I'm saying all the time. And it's not I'm saying. Ganesh Maipol, Roysdale Ford, and Mussolini himself. Like if he came back from the dead.
Just outlining his concern in relation to the audit. The audit was never done in relation to the signing in blank checks. The leader is aware of it. In the event
bear in mind,
financial malpractice is found.
Hear how Roysdale is unique. He doesn't work for any money. But he would come out when they find out the thief the money. And we said Norton get charged. He would come out as Norton's lawyer and represent us. Oh, I represent. And this end behind the phone is he cook up the whole thing. And say, well, in the event it's found. And I called the man the other day. I called Roysdale Ford recently to find out in the event a no confidence motion stands against Norton, will he be contesting it? Me, a big jackass like me, calling he, not knowing that is he cook up the whole thing. He said write the letter to the CDC or whoever is the people bring the no confidence motion.
He was not party to anything, though in fact he signed these checks when he ought not to have. Just put it out there early, because shit can hit the fan.
Yeah, shit can hit the fan, yeah.
We were saying that
I'll do it now, right there. I will send it to you to vet, and then we'll send it to Gas for him to release in an email.
Yeah, to the CC members.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for saying with the Roysdale. It's literally you helping me out in a way.
Yes, one other thing. The reason why I raised it with Ganesh is because I heard other people talking about these blank check things. You told other people about it?
I mentioned it to well, me and Kim is very good. I said, Kim, I can't able with this anymore. She said, you know, Fias, when you do Aubrey, I said, I explained why I explained to you here, but in a little bit less version. I didn't explain everything.
She was asking you why you resigned?
I mentioned it to Guy. Huh?
She was asking you why you resigned?
Yeah, she asked me why I resigned. You know, all of the comrades got to know what Aubrey is doing is wrong, and he needs to give account to everything. Not because I'm the treasurer. I've been bullied as treasurer, and I'm telling you this here plain. And
hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you?
Now is a bad time. Just get to the point. How is it? Can I help you?
Okay. Is that check from Mr. Jahan? Is it okay to go to the bank today?
Okay, I'll call you within the hour as soon as I come off my program.
Okay.
Yeah.
well, literally I've been bullied, and that's the way I'm telling you how it was. That's why I quit there, bro.
Hold on.
You know, I'm not a senior politician like you. You're gonna answer.
Me look after Norton business. The PNC done run bankrupt. Let me make sure me look after me business. For me to run bankrupt, and I will add you with me to leak out. Hi. What time you gonna be in the office? Okay. Well, as soon as you're going, just check our accounts. Once the checks that we deposit is updated, Just call me and let me know so Jahan can deposit his check. They just call and ask about it. Cool.
He can't even ask y'all if you was
Yo, you gotta look after your
to sign
business.
blank checks, you know?
Because Aubrey know everything. Here what's happening. You hear? Me I look after the PNC business. And people call me for me business when me go pay them a check and so. So me got check. Too. Me got check story, but me I look after me in a blank check. Me check off a Jahan. You understand? And me got a little check and so. Me check at that 16 million, 20 million and all them things there. You understand? So me gotta make sure me check come true too. Before me end up like Norton, so yeah, I'll see me call and me clear up right away. Let me go back to Norton check. Blank check.
You know, you're gonna ask questions and you want answers.
Well, for instance, I like me audio don't leak. Me audio is public, you understand? Me audio is the program. Me answer, you understand? Me got nothing for hide and frighten and so. Really and truly, a lot of times I don't put things out there because they want to protect the integrity of the people in the business and so on, you understand? But it don't matter to me. Me got nothing surreptitious going on. Yeah, let me hear Norton's story.
Wow.
Here, Royce, for the surprise. Wow.
Leadership need to change as soon as possible, man.
But for years, these things used to come with invoices and so on? Or just the checks?
No invite. Just me signing checks and I'm telling you.
I hear you.
Not invoices, payment vouchers.
Yeah, well, yeah, payment voucher, invoice connecting it to something, even if there's no payment voucher, you understand that?
Yeah. That's a cool.
Huh? Yeah. Nothing.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is the main. Imagine you surprised. Imagine you at the PNC, you surprised, like, wow. And now there's a corruption. This yo, finale. And inside the party, people are like, wow. Yes, sir. Blank check, Norton. It's amazing. Unbelievable. Nami says so. Rysdale Ford says so. Unbelievable. He is a part of the unbelievable party. Nami. Woo! They're long.
Thanks a lot for helping me out here. I know it's a correct.
They're long pauses, but they ain't done it.
I've done anything wrong.
It's only 8 minutes. They got 8 minutes more.
One involuntary. Others have worked. They're bringing in gas vouchers. They're bringing in bridge vouchers. They're bringing in this, and they're getting money. I have spent on my own pocket hundreds of $1,000s traveling to the meetings and so on. But I have done it for many years now within the party, spending on my own money. But I'm young and I want to have an integrity in the party. That's why I resigned. I can't be there signing blank checks and not being caught up with it.
That's right, isn't it? Wow. He's surprised by the PNC.
At least we come up with a response.
I like how they tag behind the scenes.
It's leadership.
I like me.
You can't do anything about
I don't
it
even
by
tag,
just talking
you
about
know.
it.
I don't even tag behind the scenes like that. You could imagine how they're screwed up and corrupt and they don't trust one another. Wow. They're very delicate. Me, I just say here, we gotta get rid of Norton. This is the Ardo. Even they're politically correct, even behind the scenes, they don't trust one another. They are such a devious and conniving group. Wow. Ooh. Ah. You know? Like, for truth. Unbelievable is the word of the day. Imagine you there in the PNC. Nobody PNC gifted for and Holland's unbelievable.
It's gotta be enforced and something.
I mean, me planning is more deliberate.
Removal have to be in place.
You gotta go.
Gotta go?
Yeah, because let me tell you something.
Nothing gotta go?
Old people bent in their own ways, and I think what is my understanding, the racialism in the party with Carol and myself, I couldn't be able with that too.
The racialism in the...
experience you had, Ganesh.
So,
Ganesh has the same experience. Ganesh is, she was like, oh, Ganesh is there with black people voting in parliament. What the fuck? Ganesh worked tirelessly in this party since in the 90s to now. Who could ever sum up to Ganesh?
you give Jackie jacket. Ganesh has always been there. With all the lies and everything else, he stood by the PNC.
And why she banking on Aubrey and why she corrupting Aubrey? Because she want to draw from the PNC covers, and that's what she doing right now.
This is the PNC oil export, petroleum export, Carol Joseph. They're making reference to that.
Y'all are the bigger ones. Y'all got to see that the party goes in the right way, and I'm just giving you this information and I resign because of this.
Because Ganesh,
Hold on, let me think.
one more thing. I mean, we now having been told this information, apart from sending off the email, we become equally culpable for this problem.
Yeah. But that's why I got started with Fiat releasing something to the SEC, and then we picked up from there.
Correct.
Yeah.
If you ask, can you remember what date you signed those 25 blank checks or what month?
You got such a good memory. You
Just
forget to
before
say.
like 2 months before I resigned as treasurer, was in November, I think.
November.
Yeah.
This is this when you resigned, not December?
Yeah, December, but it was like 2 months I signed checks. 30 checks.
It's like October.
In November. November.
November, okay.
Good. So the one is you by resigned because after you and you were told to sign them by Cynthia.
So
Well,
to
she
give
was-
credit to
she was
Rysdale
presu-
Ford, to give credit to Rysdale Ford, and yeah, I gotta give credit to Rysdale Ford and Ganesh Maipal, although the PNC is so fudged up, it's unbelievable. Rysdale Ford and Ganesh Maipal are having this conversation after Mussolini would have signed these checks and acted on his own. They didn't know about this, they know finding out from me. So it's never said they set it up. You understand? It's never they said they set you up for thing blanche. They ask, if you listen to what they're asking him, they're asking me, is when this thing really happened and so. You understand? I'm telling him, well, they gotta sign letters and put it out there. Right? So if you listen to it.
Only the general, like, you know, the girl working under the general secretary at the moment because
You told her you're not signing blank checks, what she said?
Because Mussolini would have already
she
resigned.
said PS man
The
just
story
signing
was.
checks.
Okay, she insisted.
Uh-huh.
And that's all they need you for.
Yep.
And that's all.
Well, that's my understanding.
At this
because
time, Ganesh is
I
making
have
notes. It
issued
seems that's
many
all you.
reports of the leader. I said, you know, I
Most of
want
the
to
Indians
plan
that are
to
part of the
get
PNC
financing
rubber
to the
stamp,
party.
yes.
Well,
They
that's
just
not
recently
the
had a
biggest
big
part
one in
because
Makaram,
I said this since in February of this year,
Nagamutu.
Included that.
and nothing of the sort has come out of it. So there are many issues to other than the blank checks.
Let me get the issues. Let
me
me
get
get
the
the
issues.
30 blank checks. Your family submitted a financial plan.
Signing blank checks from the inception. It's been more than 30 checks, but signing blank checks, the last check I signed was like 20 checks. I signed in November.
So you've been signing a blank checks, but you signed 20 in the month of November alone at one time.
Correct. Yes, at one time.
You imagine it? Nah, you put the hand on the money.
20, man.
Carol Jones is gonna run it with bag money, so.
I didn't.
You can start throwing money out helicopter.
It was 20. I literally forgot how to sign because I remember. I said it's 20 already, Cynthia. I can't sign more. She was like, okay.
And you've been signing blank checks from the beginning.
From inception as treasurer, yes.
The question of the audit, Ganesh.
The question of the audit, I have written to the leader through email, I sent it. I was there and I drafted a letter. See, I was at Congress Place, and I drafted a letter and I sent it into Chanel. She's like some liaison to the leader or something. I had to give her the letter.
But it was
I give her the
it was
letter.
addressed to him, though.
That's for him. She opened the letter. I'm telling you exactly what happened in front of my eyes. She opened the letter and she was like, she got to say what the particles that are in the letter. So I said, you have to? Because this is like, it's confidentiality, you understand? He's like, no, she have to. Then the leader responded to me that it's going to be conflict of interest, and I said, okay, then if you use that in a way, conflict of interest. Huh?
He responded to you by email?
Letter by email. But he said it's when he met me verbally, he mentioned to me that it's gonna be conflict of interest, merciless. And I said, so what's happening with the audit? We need an auditor to audit this party because it's been CC's been complete.
Continually come
So
out.
did we get 3?
4. I got 4.
Everything is out to the party and everything is out to the narrative.
I got it signed. The signing of blank check. Submittal of a work plan to gain finances for the party since February, and to date no discussion on it. Request.
So I stopped it there because I know I have my GT&T. GT&T and the PNC is the same thing.
So did we get 3 main things there, Ganesh? The audit?
Well, I got 4. I got 4.
4, I missed something. I got a little distracted. Is the
I
audit?
got it signed. The signing of blank check. Submittal of a work plan to gain finances for the party since February, and to date no discussion on it. Request for an audit, and the leader responded by saying for all there will be a conflict of interest, but offered no alternative. And heavy racism from Carol Joseph.
Heavy racism in the party.
2 things.
Heavy racism in the party. The party was claimed that the PPP is racist against them is a racist party. You believe this? No, here now. Me just talk, I can't believe these people. It's the truth. It's blank check not AK check, man. Blank check nothing. This party that got people in North America got rigged for jog that bench cap hollering, but the PPP is a racist party. Is a racist party. Here is not me, says somebody, listen.
Distracted. Is the
I
audit?
got it signed. The signing of blank check. Submittal of a work plan to gain finances for the party since February, and to date no discussion on it. Request for an audit, and the leader responded by saying for all there will be a conflict of interest, but offered no alternative. And heavy racism from Carol Joseph.
Good. Now, 2 things. Fears. Do you have the letter and the work plan?
Yes, I have the letter and the work plan on me. I think I emailed them it too in February. I gotta check back my email, but I got it on hard copy.
You could email it to Ganesh.
email it to Ganesh, no problem.
Yeah.
To Ganesh, when he sending out the letter,